What's good, YouTube? Back again with another video, and I'm out here walking the dog. And in today's video, we're gonna talk about something that people don't normally talking about. You know, like I was saying, in today's video, we're gonna talk about things that people normally don't talk about. The number one thing that I think people should be talking about before you go jump on one of these ships. And just heads up for some of y'all, you know, the people that watch the videos, I'm about to change up the content a lot. It won't be too much ship videos no more. I'm about to go strictly into something different. It's gonna be big, it's gonna be major, but just be looking for that change soon. All right, so there's three major things that I think people don't talk about that I think should be talked about. They don't talk about it in school. They don't tell you when you go apply. They don't do none of that. Come on, girl. Let's start off with number 3. One of the major things that I think that should be talked about that isn't really talked about is the time spent that you will lose out there. You know what I'm saying? You will spend 90 to 120 days straight. We talking about Monday through Sunday. When I mean time lost, I don't mean that you wasted time or, you know what I'm saying? I mean time lost with family, time lost, you know, missing certain things. You're gonna miss concerts, you're gonna miss birthdays, you're gonna miss holidays. That's what I mean by time lost. In that time, I need people to realize it's time that you can't get back. So I need you to really think and really sit on it and think about it before you hop on one of those ships. If you have a sickly parent or a sickly child, you need to think about that before you go hop on a ship for 120 days. Not saying that something's gonna happen to them, but if it did, could you live with it? If you did, could you live with it? Could you live with knowing that your mom is sick, you going on a ship for 120 days, and when you get back, she's not there, potentially missing her funeral, the last time you might ever see your parents? You know what I'm saying? That's something to think about. I've met sailors that have gone out knowing that their parents were old or up in their age and sickly, and coming back home, and they're not there, not even being able to attend the funeral. So you really have to think about that before you go out there. It's not something that people like to mention, but it's something you should think about. You will also be missing holidays, birthdays, you know, certain stuff that you like doing that you're going to miss out on. You know what I'm saying? You're going to make 20, 30. Some of you who are upper mates and whatever, you'll make 40, 50,000 in a short period of time. But in that short period of time, you might miss the Post Malone concert. You might miss Thanksgiving. You might miss Christmas. You might miss New Year's. But I need you to also think, like, is it worth it or is it not? To some people it's worth it. To some people it isn't. But I'm just trying to put it in your mind now to think prior to you going to take those shit. All right, and this is another major topic that I wanted to speak on, and this is mainly for my females. I do have a small female following, but I do have a female following, and I need the females to realize that this is a male-dominated industry. Unlike other career fields like the restaurants and, you know, reservations and, you know, all that other stuff. I don't really know too much, but this is a male-dominated industry. So for all my females, I need you to realize what you're coming into, and you have to be headstrong. You know what I'm saying? A lot of females are extremely smart, extremely knowledgeable, but they don't like being told that they're wrong, which half of the time they're wrong. You know what I'm saying? The males are wrong, and they don't like females telling them that. Also, as a female, you're going to feel a little out of place at times. You know what I'm saying? And that's normal and that's fine, but I need you to realize, you know what I'm saying, usually there's another female that you can talk to in different industries. In this industry, you might not have that other female that you can talk to. It's just something to think about as a female coming out here. You know what I'm saying? Just be mindful for my females. A lot of females that I do meet that come out of here, they're not prepared female-wise. They didn't bring enough tampons or pads. They didn't, you know, some females are picky. They didn't bring their own personal deodorant, or they didn't bring their own bed sheets. Just something for you to think about. I'm just putting it out there for you, for my females, because I know how females are. Another thing I want to squeeze in there for my females, and even some of my males, it's males too. I need you to realize a lot of these ships do not have Wi-Fi. Some of these places you go will not have service. So you won't have phone service 2 weeks, sometimes a month, sometimes maybe. That is a luxury as a sailor. It is not common, I would say. You find ships with Wi-Fi, they're the newer ones. You know, the company was a good company, like a Merce or something like that, and they pay for Wi-Fi for everybody. All the ships aren't like that. I'm just letting you know right now. All ships are not in the United States or in port every day to where you can use your phone service. So I need you to realize, if you're used to being on Facebook all day and you're using to call your mama at night, you're used to calling your mom at nighttime and things like that. That's not always the case as a sailor. They don't talk about it, but it's a must that I put that out there for some people, because it ties into the #1 thing that I think should be talked about that isn't talked about out here on these ships, and it's driving people crazy. #1 thing that I think should be addressed before you step foot on the vessel, before you take any class, before you apply for any apprenticeship: mental health. Mental health is the biggest thing on these ships. Going months without being able to see your family, friends, being able to do things will drive you fucking nuts. Not having Wi-Fi will drive you nuts, because we live in a society where you use that shit daily. Not watching TV, believe it or not, I don't watch a lick of TV, but that shit will drive you crazy. Not having some type of reality. Working 7 days a week will drive you fucking nuts. Yes, the money is great, but I need you to see the other side. I need you to see the other side. There are people losing their fucking minds. There are people committing suicide out here on ships. So I need you to have a strong head and know what you're getting yourself into before you apply to these programs, before you take all these classes, before you invest all your time. Me, I'm not doing more than 6 months on a vessel. Some people will do all year. Some people can't take it 3 months. I just need you to understand and realize that your mental health is the #1 important thing out here. The money is good. It's cool making $5,000 a month. $5,000 a month. But when you working Monday through Sunday, you only talk to your mom once that week, you having a bad day, you start losing your mind, but you got to go to work the next day. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to realize that before you get on the ship, make sure your mental health is there. Also, if you've dealt with suicide in the past or any form of depression, I believe that you should get that taken care of before coming out here on the ship, because it would just make it worse, in my opinion. And that's just me honestly speaking. Depression is real out there. You know, I've dealt with it. Everybody's dealt with it when you're out there on the ship, especially in the COVID times. You know, when coronavirus first happened, nobody knew when they were coming home. You know what I'm saying? You're used to doing 4 months. Nah, I was out there with people that did 9 months straight. No family. You know what I'm saying? Didn't have Wi-Fi, you know? So I'm just putting that out there for people that deal with depression and deal with any form of mental illness, bipolar disorder. I'm just putting that out there for y'all. You know, I realize that that's important for a lot of people, and a lot of people need to know that. You know what I'm saying? The money is good. The money is great. You know what I'm saying? You make what a person will usually make in a year in about 4 to 5 months, maybe even 6 months. You know what I'm saying? But I do want y'all to realize there is another side to it. And I just need y'all to be ready for that other side. You know, everybody won't be affected by it, but there are some people. There are a lot of people that are. So I want to put that out there, and I just want to inform everybody and just share my experience, what I've learned. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you take care of yourself when you're out there. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're working out. Make sure you feel good, because if you feel good, you work good. If you work good, you in a good space, and you in a good head space. You're in a good frame of mind. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you eat good. Make sure you're taking your vitamins, keeping your body up. Working 7 days a week for 4 months, 5 months straight, it's a lot. So make sure you're taking your vitamins, taking care of your body, you know? And that's really it, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. I hope I made it short, plain, and simple. Didn't mean for this video to be long. If it is, I'll edit it and see how long it is. But I hope you really got something out of this video. You know, I hope you learned something. You know, I just really want y'all to think about what y'all doing, because a lot of people are coming out here, they're quitting. They're not enjoying it at all. There are some that are, but there are a lot that aren't. You know, I plan on doing it a max 2 to 3 years, honestly. Get what you need. Get the money that you need, and use it as a step stool for any business you want to create. If you want to go into another career field, you know what I'm saying? Save you some money and get out. But I just wanted to let y'all know, tell y'all what I think should be talked about the most, what I see going on out here. And I hope that y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure that you like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all again in another one.